Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Rescaminator in Timeless format. So the card that we're going to be taking advantage of is Satoru the Infiltrator in this deck. So whenever Satoru or other non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if they weren't cast or no mana was spent to cast them, you draw cards. So for example, if you have a Satoru out and then you Grief or Solitude, even though you're going down on cards when you're casting these cards, you get to draw a card. But let's say if you have Ephemerate or Reanimate, then you get to draw an extra card off of Grief and Solitude coming back onto the battlefield, which is kind of cool. But besides the Reanimate and the Ephemerate in this deck, we also have a copy of Ophelia and 2 copies of Chthonian Nightmare as well. So the Ophelia can blink, and the Chthonian Nightmare can loop to reanimate a creature from the graveyard onto the battlefield. If you just play the Chthonian Nightmare twice, you'll have 4 energy total, and you can grieve your opponent. Or if you've casted Chthonian Nightmare 3 times, then you can also even get back a Solitude, which is kind of sick. And we're also going to be playing 2 copies of Aatroxa in this deck, and you're going to be able to discard the Aatroxa through means of using this new card from Modern Horizon 3 called the Psychic Frog, and you also have 2 copies of Phyrexian Scrapyard as well. And lastly, we have a copy of a Cyber Siphoner, which used to be not here before, but I met an opponent that was actually using this card, and they were able to reanimate into a Cyber Siphoner, and then the Cyber Siphoner grabbed an Ephemerate to blink the Cyber Siphoner again. I thought that was really sick, so I decided to put a copy into the deck as well. So thanks for that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay, we got Satoru. The bad news here is the fact that we have a Plains. What is this doing here? But I think we still keep it because we still got the Felia plus Orcish Bowmasters, which are pretty cool together. So I think you actually have to get rid of a Reanimate here. Yeah, if I were them, I would get rid of a Reanimate here. Huh? Okay. Well, now you have to get rid of a Reanimate for sure. For sure. Nice. Good pickup. What kind of deck is the opponent playing? I wonder. Mardu? We found the swords. I mean, let's just attack. Free card. Why not? Oh. That's kind of sick. What should I do? Is it Satoru plus Solitude or Orcish Bowmaster here to deny them? I think I'll go with the Orcish Bowmaster here and pass the turn. Wow. Unexpected, but a welcome one. So it looks like they're playing Mardu. I can't quite say it's a Mardu scam yet. There's a good chance it is, though. There's a good chance it's just a Mardu scam. Since I don't see an Obosh, right? I don't see an Obosh. It could actually be just Mardu energy. I'm gonna bring a hearse, just in case like a Disruptor Flute. I'll probably like march in case they have like a Blood Moon. Just in case. I'll cut a Felia. And I'll cut a copy of a Bowmaster. A Psychic Frog. I think I'm gonna cut a copy of the Aatroxa. Probably harder to reanimate now that the jig is out, right? Okay, we got Satoru plus Solitude. It's kind of cool. They went for Troll. So, yeah. It looks like it is a Reanimator deck. If they reanimate Aatrox, that sucks for me. What does Ephemerate say? Exile target creature you control. Wait, they got rid of Ephemerate. I see. What if I draw into a Reanimate, though? Wouldn't that be an issue? Like, if I drew into Reanimate, that would be kind of an issue, right? Let's just get the Falage out of the way. I know this is pretty expensive, but... it is what it is. I'm gonna hold on to this Satoru. Grief. That's a nice one. See what they got. They have Falage again. I will say this is not a good place to be. They also have a Fatal Push. Yeah, this is definitely not the place to be. I would like top deck Reanimate, please, or maybe a playable card, perhaps. I guess Reanimate wouldn't even matter at this point because we just took too much damage now. Let's get rid of a Disruptor Flute now and slot in a copy of a Hearse. But I think that's gonna be about it. I mean, just... should I try mulliganing into it? Well, that was a failure. Darn. They have it again. Oh, I accidentally forgot to use my troll here. But I guess it didn't matter. Picking this Phyrexian Scrapyard up was actually pretty bad. I'm just gonna run out the Satoru this time. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell this time. I can't hold up an Ephemerate after playing Satoru next turn anyways. Nice. Is it a flash coming down here? White Orchid Phantom. Pretty interesting one. Didn't really expect that. A pretty annoying one at that too, though. Ooh, a bone. Oh, a reanimate. Hello. I could reanimate Troll. Take some damage though. And I draw a Persist right after that. I'm not sure if I can take 3 damage. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can take 3 damage. Molten Collapse. Nice, we get to, now we have a Persist up. Crack the Marsh Flats. Get a Swamp. Ooh, a Grief. Actually, Grief is a lot better, probably, right? They could have a Phallage in hand. Wow, they had a Fury. A Fury was about to come out next turn. Wait, hold up. Would they be able to even do it? If I attack with the Hearse, 4-6 damage, so they can't even shock. Funny enough, so they actually have to top deck an answer. Loris? I think I'm actually gonna keep it. Oh, it's a different deck than I thought. So they're gonna take the Ephemerate, probably. I thought because I see a Loris, it was just gonna be, you know, a Boros deck, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Deathrite Shaman. Get rid of that. Spell Pierce, interesting. Also very interesting that they're playing Deathrite Shaman in a Dimir control deck, so I'm guessing this is actually not a Dimir control deck. Otherwise, they wouldn't be playing Deathrite Shaman. I think I'm just going to keep lands. Just keep drawing into Solitude. I think more lands the better at the moment. Overgrown Tomb. This is their third Thoughtseize. Alrighty. Phyrexian Scrapyard. Well, the Solitudes are coming, so that's nice.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
I wonder if I should actually get rid of a Tamio here. Yeah, I think so. Let's get rid of a Tamio. Ow. Dismember. Ouch. Oh my god. What a pickup. Insane? That's also pretty insane. Nice pickup there. Actually, I mean, it was actually good for me because... Wait. You didn't even eat anything? A Tarmogoyf. Interesting. So they'll have to double block with the Shaman. Otherwise, they're gonna die, right? So I should just... Probably just play Orcish Bowmaster and attack all. Because if they block Orcish Bowmaster or the token, they die. Nice. Very nice. This... Okay. So, it wasn't a Dimir control deck. It's looking to be... What is it? A Death Shadow plus a Tarmogoyf deck. Let's have some Hearse. And let's have... Should I even have temporary lockdown? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say no. Probably no. Let's just bring some, like, Fatal Push. Or maybe, instead of a Fatal Push, maybe March. And I'll go down on Aatroxa, Psychic Frog, and like a copy of a Solitude. You know what? I think I'm going to cut 2 Aatroxas. Persist. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand even though it's not that good because my opponent also kept it. What? What? It was a Delver deck? With the Tarmogoyfs and Tamio and... I swear I thought it was a different deck.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Yeah, I swear it was a different deck. Let's just do it now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the best course of action here is. I think I'm gonna try to go for Tamio here. Oh, it's really bad if they have a Brainstorm, though. Okay, I'm gonna go for Delver. Because if they have a Brainstorm, I'm really it's just messed up. Yeah. Yeah, it's just messed up. Now, fun part about this situation is if they get rid of a Solitude, I can just persist it. So they actually have to get rid of a Persist, maybe? Or a Satoru, I guess. I think we persist the Solitude, right? They have another Spell Pierce. Okay, that's fine. We got a Psychic Frog to block the... this, whatever this thing is. We are kind of low, though. Also, my opponent does not have another Black Source. Okay. I think we're gonna go with the Phyrexian Scrapyard. Ooh, Ephemerate. That's a nice card. So next turn, we're gonna be able to get a 6/6 Trampler. Which is nice. We do need to be, we do need to get rid of that Loris, though, somehow. Since Loris is probably gonna come down here. They can get back a Delver. Tarmogoyf. A Troll. Tarmogoyf by itself is already like getting full effect from their own graveyard, so let's just do this. Make it fly. Make it fly. Deathray Shaman. Psychic Frog is a pretty good counter to Deathray Shaman. If they want to eat our own graveyard, that is. pretty close game. Snapcaster Mage are gonna get a Fatal Push.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
This might be a game 3 situation. Our draw's been, you know, kind of mediocre. Surprised they did this, by the way.
But I'm not so think before you act.
They had a blocker for the Psychic Frog, but now they don't. Questionable. Cadonia Nightmare. Okay, let's play the Cadonia Nightmare. I'll sacrifice the Orc Army token. Oh, you have to pick. Let's draw a card first. Attack. Any swords? Another land. Unfortunate. I think we lost. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't use the Cadonia Nightmare because of the Shaman. Maybe Temporary Lockdown is actually really good. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that Temporary Lockdown is actually the nuts against them. Okay, game 3, I'm gonna have an Aatroxa go down on Nightmare. And I'll also go down on a copy of Ophelia and a March. Orcish Bowmaster Beatdown? This is our blue source. Yeah, Orcish Bowmaster Beatdown. Delver. In this economy? Especially going second too, right? Just such a hard card to protect. Tarmogoyf. Ooh, a Satoru. So there is no instant speed. We just take the damage here, right? But it's only 2 damage. Play another Orcish Bowmaster out. A land here or a white spell is actually really good. Oh. So my opponent has been a spell Pierce Andy. Right? Yeah, my opponent has been a spell Pierce Andy. I'll probably take additional 3 damage. Cause a lek. Trying to get like counter spells out of the way. And they'll probably take the hearse here. I think they have to. Or not. Still attacking. So we got the spell pierce out of the way. So we can get rid of... do we have any sorcery in the yard? No, so we can get rid of a sorcery and a land. Yeah, we can start getting rid of a land. There's that Tameo.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Okay, they're just gone. Yeah, Unlicensed Her is really good against them. And we're actually about to draw a card while getting rid of a temporary lockdown as well. That's why I think temporary lockdown, like, even though it's kind of weird in the stag, because you have Solitude and stuff like that to get rid of, and because this is also an enchantment the Aatroxa can hit, that's why we play a temporary lockdown on the sideboard. This is kind of a banger if opponent is playing creature deck, but they don't have a companion. Usually decks that I see that are creature have Giganta, so I think I'm just going to mulligan that. This one looks okay. Let's get rid of a Psychic Frog. No! How is this possible? I'm so sad. I had a perfect hand versus a creature deck, but that sucks. Into Najani as well.
Nothing is more
This is really bad. This is really bad. I have 0 removals because I mulliganed my Punch of Solitude Ephemerate turn. Actually insane. I mean, we're just gonna... This game is already over, right? Like, should we even entertain the idea that, like, this game is gonna go anywhere? I don't know. Looks like they have a removal spell, so I'm gonna double block here. They could have just killed... Also let Pride and left a 4-3.
There is no world where my quarry lies. More join our cause!
I think we have to get rid of a Guide of Souls. And hopefully opponent doesn't have a red permanent. It would be kind of hilarious if they didn't. Okay, at least they don't have a red permanent. But, I mean, this is still kind of over, you know.
Our pride must fight together!
I think that first hand, we automatically won. Now we have to suffer. Now we gotta suffer.
To me!
You don't want to attack? Why not? Oh my god. Each opponent chooses an artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker from among them. I'm doing literally everything I can to survive.
We need all the strength we can muster.
Static Prison. I take 3. Grief. Gotta get rid of that. And then flash in Felia. This is messed up. So opponent has a solitude of their own. Is kind of the gist that I'm getting here. Oh, it's a Mardu. It's a Mardu. Sorin. Interesting.
I'd rather have a full stomach than full coffers.
Sorin's an interesting one. Bad time to be drawing lands, my friend. It really is bad. So, attack. Put it on static prison. Draw a card. Let's get rid of that thing. And let's draw some cards again. Shall we? I wonder if I should actually just what should I do? Because I'm not griefing for sure because of the Phallage. Work towards Solitude again. What to do? Am I supposed to grief here? I think I am. No. So what do we got? What do we get back here? Maybe Orcish Bowmaster? Just have another blocker? Or Psychic Frog? Okay. Wait, you get rid of a Psychic Frog here? Okay. My opponent still needs 2 cards for the Phallage to come out. Obviously, I could be just dead here if I get Phallaged into... Oh no. No, not you. Okay, we're dead. GG's. Into Deathrise Shaman. God. Yeah, we would have died anyways. Okay, we go to next. That was actually a pretty good effort, despite us mulliganing our perfect hand versus them, right? Very, very good. I'm gonna bring in some Disruptor Flutes as well for a Johnny and Soren. They got a lot of Planeswalkers. Same with some Hearse as well. Go down on some of you. Some of you. Maybe Aatroxa is not even good. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna cut Aatroxa in this matchup. I feel like I've been cutting Aatroxa a lot. Because the thing is, like, I have to go down on some Psychic Frogs. I'm not sure. This hand kind of stinks. I guess I can Swords. Play the Satoru. If it dies, Reanimate. Depending on what lands here, I'll just fetch a blue. But if it's something like this, I'll just go with Gala Shrine into a Swords. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to name the creature side of the Ajani? Yeah, I wonder. I guess I have a Swords to Plowshare. Deathrise Shaman. Ocelot Pride. I'll just name Deathrise Shaman. A bit of a situation. We need to find some land so I can play my Satoru. Amped Raptor. That's a good one. Yikes. Maybe it was a mulligan. Maybe it was a mulligan. I don't know. I don't think you can really blame a keep like this. 3 draws, no lands. Another Amped Raptor. Well, 1 Flodge gone. Hey! Is it too late? I don't know. We'll see. They're gaining extra 2 energy. My opponent passed. My opponent passed. I could just reanimate just to draw a card. Obviously, we're not in a really good spot. We drew the wrong side of the deck. Which is very unfortunate. Like, we got, like, Reanimates, Persist, Condonian Nightmare, but... You know, where's the...
Break our bond.
Where are the creatures at? Right? Where are the creatures at? Okay, we found 1 creature. That's good. Imagine if this Disruptor Flute was never on the battlefield, right? It's an interesting attack. I'm guessing they have a Bowmaster then? It's probably better to get rid of a Reanimate than a Persist, because this one takes damage. GG's, well played, well played. I think, you know, coupled with Mana Screw this game, drawing into a Swamp, plus Miss Mulligan in game 1. Wow. Yorion, by the way. Yorion. We haven't been scamming a lot, right? Thinking about it. I feel like we haven't been scamming a lot. Like in this session, have we ever griefed anybody? Have we ever griefed? Like, I don't know if I did. Orcish Bowmaster into Orcish Bowmaster. That's a good reanimate target. So we already have double white. So I'm gonna save some life, go that, and reanimate the troll. And I'll just sit back here. Minsk and Boo.
Go for the ice, Boo! The ice!
That's so
Look at
unfortunate.
us. We are tough. Magic? We have muscle.
Oh. So I can go Chthonian Nightmare. Get back a Bowmaster. Kill you. And then hit you here. And I'm gonna pass with an Ephemerate up, and I'll probably try to block the 4/4. Okay. Block you. Hit there. I'll rebound the Bowmaster. Belia. Belia. Okay. I still don't know what my opponent's playing. I think they're just playing Beans. I have a feeling opponent's playing Beans, but usually Beans don't go black. So it's a 5-color deck? Are you kidding me? Disruptor Flutes in... Oh, actually, it could be just Jund with the Splashing Blue as well. Maybe a copy of a Hearse. I don't want to go too deep into hate. Dispute, nope. Test of Talent, nope. March, no. I guess March could get rid of, like, Graveyard Hates. Maybe something like that. And I'll probably get rid of, like, I don't know. I'm gonna cut a Solitude and a Swords. This might be wrong, though. Cutting Solitudes and Swords. Psychic Frog Waiting Room? Yeah, Psychic Frog Waiting Room. I think I'll just run out Satoru next turn. And I'll probably persist on... I don't know. What should I do? Should I persist now? Oh, we got a Phyrexian Scrapyard. Let's go with the Satoru. It's probably an Orcish Bowmaster, right? Okay, they went with the Fatal Push. Okay, so they play Oko.
I will enlighten you.
They play Oko. It's probably better to just go Aatroxa here. I think you get more cards out of it, right? So Ephemerate, Reanimate, Land. I could Grief here. Maybe I go Satoru because... I guess I can Reanimate the Satoru. So they gotta make the Aatroxa into a 3/3.
I invite you to change your ways.
Attack.
You are fouler than a fiend.
Is there... They don't play Flodge, right? They can't play Flodge in this mana base? At least I don't think they would. So we'll reanimate that. Oh my god, I needed to use the watery grave. No. Are you kidding me? This is literally the worst possible thing that could happen. Not like this, man. Not like this. Okay, I have a plan. Get rid of a persist. Have a full control. Into binding. Into an ephemerate. Pay the 2. Now, this wouldn't have happened if I just tapped Watery Graves to cast the Reanimate, by the way. My god. Oh, we got a Saiba Siphoner. Loaded Delta to grab additional blue swords for the Saiba. We'll grab another swords. I think that's it. I could grab a Solitude. I think Solitude is a lot safer because I'm tapped out. In that case, I should grab an Ephemerate. Since I have a Solitude. Well, they have to hex the Aatroxa again.
Surely you see the humor here.
I'd rather not. I mean, I wasn't going to rebound it. I wasn't actually going to rebound it, but yeah, there it is. All right, so I think today's session was pretty successful. After the last loss, I've actually gone ahead and added a copy of the Saiba Siphoner. You can do some pretty nasty stuff with this. I saw one of my opponent actually doing a Saiba Siphoner loop with the Reanimate, which was kind of cool because so you reanimate the Saiba Siphoner can get back an Ephemerate from the graveyard, and then the Ephemerate can blink the Saiba Siphoner, and the Saiba Siphoner can grab more Reanimates or persist or something like that. So yeah, Saiba Siphoner, pretty cool card in this deck, but we're only playing one copy of it because the problem with this card is the fact that it only gets a cost reduction when you don't have any instant speed and sorcery cards. So Saiba Siphoner plus an Ephemerate is kind of a non-bow, quote-unquote, because if you want to discount on the Saiba Siphoner into an Ephemerate, you can't do that. What you can do is, if you only have Ephemerate in your hand, then you can Ephemerate a creature on your side, blink that, and then you can rebound, full control, flash in Saiba Siphoner for only 2 mana, and then Ephemerate. So that's actually something that you can do, but obviously that kind of fringe case is not gonna always come up. So I decided to only play like one copy of it. Another cool thing about this card is that this is not a legendary, so you can persist into it. So that's something you can also do. So persist, Saiba Siphoner, get back an Ephemerate, and then Ephemerate the Saiba Siphoner, get back a persist. So yeah, that's some nasty loops, but obviously this is double blue, as you can see. It's not gonna be a good time if you have slot in way too many Saiba Siphoners, because Grief is a double black, Solitude is a double white, and then Saiba Siphoner, like if you want to cast this reliably, that's not going to be a good time. So we are only playing one copy of it, and we're also playing 2 copies of Chthonian Nightmare. So the only reason why I'm actually playing this card over more copies of Persist is because this is an enchantment. So that's a card that Aatroxa can hit as well. And even though I lost that game, where the Chthonian Nightmare came in really handy, and it was like the only reason why I was even in the game, this card just does a lot more than something like Reanimate or Persist, right? Just the fact that the Orcish Bowmaster makes additional body, and then you can sacrifice the either the Bowmaster or the Orc Army token into grabbing another card. That's pretty sick. And the fact that Satoru also triggers off of Velia as well, that's also pretty sick as well. You can have more copies of Satoru if you want. So yeah, I think the deck came out pretty great. It can definitely draw like pretty awkwardly if you like, let's say like you draw Satoru, Chthonian Nightmares, and I don't know, like Persist. I think I actually saw this hand once, and I'm like, oh, surely we're gonna draw into a creature, right? But obviously we didn't, so shame on me for keeping a hand like this. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.